Whether you like orangeade, lemonade, soft drinks, milk, or even a cool drink of water, the best and easiest way to serve it and drink it is out of a Dixie cup.
The idea of walking around with a coffee cup, it has this brand name on it, it's fashionable, it's a part of Western modern living. Many people fail to even think about the fact that the vast majority of the paper cups that they will throw away are not recycled at all. That these paper cups end up in landfills. Many people are unaware.
Approximately 60 billion paper cups are thrown away in the US every year. In New York City alone, around 1.5 billion cups are discarded annually. And, contrary to popular belief, paper cups can't be recycled.
Every cup that's out there, essentially, unless it's a compostable cup, is paperboard that's lined with polyethylene. The paper is lined so that it keeps the cup from leaking, keeps the beverage a little bit hot. Those materials, when they're separate, are usually recyclable, but once they're fused together, it's really difficult for a recycling center to actually process that material. It's either they don't have the technology to separate the material, or they don't find that it's worth their time.
Even if you tried to recycle your paper cups, places like the Pratt Paper Mill in Staten Island wouldn't be able to process them because of their plastic lining. That lining, made from polyethylene, a type of plastic, makes it difficult for the paper fiber to break down in the recycling process. So instead, the cups end up in waste streams. Only 4 facilities in the US are able to recycle paper cups. They are far away from cities like New York that do accept paper cups for recycling. This is inconvenient and transport costs are high. But infrastructure isn't the only problem. Many people don't throw their paper cup into the recycling bin. In addition to confusion about what is and what isn't recyclable, some people are too busy to address the issue.
The paper cup, right? It's just there. It's just available. It's efficient. I'm not being charged more money for it than getting the coffee for here or espresso or cappuccino for here at the coffee shop. I come here. It's convenient. It's quick. It's easy. Why spend the time thinking about it if it's just available?
It was an event called Really Free Market. So basically, it's like if you have something you don't need it, but it's still in like good shape, it's still useful, you brought it here. If you see anything you need it, you can take it. So basically, it's like based on like gift economy. Every time the event's finished, definitely there's like a lot of product like people don't want it, and we have to like separate them. If it's still good, we're gonna donate them, and if it's not good, we try to like recycling as possible. But there's still gonna be like trash, of course. Gonna do the recycling. Okay, nice.
There's actually a lot of things right now. People think they are recyclable. And I understand because they do look like they are recyclable, but actually they are not. So the first one, obviously, the paper coffee cup, they go into landfill. And the second one is actually the plastic straw. In New York City, the plastic you can recycling right now, it's only those like a hard plastic. For those kind of like soft plastic, like straw, plastic bag, they just can't be recycled.
If you ask me about pizza boxes, I will actually say no.
Of course, like people don't really think about the consequences, like what all these kind of single-use items, like after I eat a thing, I drink the thing from them, where do they go?
One of the reasons that we generate so much trash, so constantly, is because we are taught and we deeply live by a credo of ephemerality. I can let go of it, I can toss it, and in English it's really lovely, I throw it out. There are patterns of thought and behavior that are connected to disposability, and it gets very hard to be green. It's almost impossible, and certainly daunting. You have to change your relationship to your material world to remember to bring the damn thermos. I used to believe individuals taking their cloth tote to the grocery and refusing a plastic bag were kind of delusional, thinking that, oh wow, they saved the planet. You're not going to save the planet that way, but you can become part of a groundswell.
Entrepreneurs like Bill Levy are trying to make a difference. Their goal, instead of trying to change the infrastructure, is to start to change the product.
And we've talked about this a lot, but I think most people don't realize that regular coffee cups are not actually recyclable. Certainly not compostable. They're lined with polyethylene.
Yeah, I used to not know that. I used to just think it was like paper, but then that obviously doesn't make sense.
Well, exactly. And if everybody does this, if everybody realizes, okay, we've gone too far, we've put way too much plastic in the world, we don't need to have a plastic lid or need to have a plastic lined cup. We can do this in a way that like feels the same, maybe actually even feels better. These cups, these are just plain, and I mean, they are compostable. They're lined with a biomaterial that'll compost.
We're sort of like start off small, but like go big ahead, and like hopefully one day Starbucks will want our cups.
This issue has been gaining more and more attention around the globe in other developed countries.
Taiwan, Australians
throws away
1 billion,
2.5 billion coffee cups, and only a tiny proportion of these actually get recycled.
a large majority end up in landfill.
Millions of us are putting these cups into recycling bins. They're not going to be recycled. This is a nightmare.
In the US, environmental activists have known about the paper cup issue for years, but only now is it groups like Stand Earth in Seattle have put pressure on large corporations like Starbucks to change their unsustainable paper cup product.
Get with us. We want a better cup. We want a better cup.
And it's working. In March this year, Starbucks announced the Next Gen Cup Challenge, inviting innovators and product designers to develop a sustainable cup model. But people remain skeptical.
So Starbucks just announced a $10 million initiative to make a fully recyclable cup, but we've heard promises from the company before, so pardon us if we're a little bit skeptical. But Starbucks, if you do make a recyclable cup, you will change the way that cups are made around the world.
Excited in a guarded way. I'm excited in a guarded way because I'm concerned, in all honesty, if this will just be another layer of privilege. Is this something that then only rich people are going to gravitate to? People who are of a certain social or income bracket, who are so educated? Is it going to be another ploy?